Welcome back to the channel. So look, I was editing, right? And this like random shit be playing on YouTube, like auto playing should be going on, and like should be just roaming about. So I'm editing, and then I hear this conversation, and I have to run that shit back. Cause like if you hear this shit, like if you've seen this before, we should definitely talk about it. I just seen it, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. They tried to talk down on this nigga. Look, listen to this shit. Listen to this shit right
You're a
here.
high value man and you are too good for a single mother. However, you did also tell me that you were raised by a single mother.
Just because it's a cycle, I wanted to continue.
You were raised by a single mother.
Yes, and
Is your
I
mother still
struggled.
alive?
I struggle.
Like, why they had to bring this nigga mama up because he don't want to fuck a bitch that got a kid with a broke ass nigga? That don't make sense to me.
Mom's still
Did
alive.
she struggle or did you struggle?
Both of us struggle.
I'm a high value man. I've done things to step up my echelon, and I'm not going to settle for a single mother. What makes you think?
So she legit said, so you work so hard on yourself that you're not gonna settle for a bitch with baggage. And then she's like, what makes you think you're that good?
Think you're a high value man? The car you drive?
No, the value I put out into the world.
What about your character?
I have great character. I built myself to basically have better choices. You want to know why? Because women can choose and make a choice.
They can.
They can say, I don't want to date a man that makes
They
less than
can.
6 figures.
They can.
And then what are you doing? You're
But we're
demeaning
not
a man.
talking about
But they not talking about that. Look, it's so dumb. Like when I heard this shit, I'm editing the fucking 100-line videos because them bitches are hours long. I'm hearing this shit. I'm like, hold on. Cause you bro, I know you see that shit all over the internet. My bitches be like, they gotta date tall niggas. They make a lot of money. I mean, I've never run into that problem. I'm like, nigga, I'm 5'8" and a half, nigga, 5'9". I've never got turned down for being short in my life. But that's just me. Niggas could be different from different places and stuff like that. But the fact that he be like, all the preferences y'all women have, and if I don't want to date a bitch that got a baby, there's a problem, is crazy work, bro. What world do we live in where bitches can just go around, have random ass kids with random ass niggas, and then expect other people to fucking care about you? No, nigga. Nobody give a fuck. We don't care, bro. We don't care about you or the kids. They're not mine. I get up and go to the gym every fucking day. You think I'm fucking with a bitch that's not going to the gym? What do you mean? What? Hell no, bro. It's not like I require it. But like, I'm just gonna not fuck with somebody that's not active. Why? Like if a bitch come at me, she's inactive. No. I'm not about to make you active. Why the fuck would I do that? No, you gotta be active on your own. Because if I'm forcing you to do some shit, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna resent it. Nah. So if a bitch got kids and a nigga don't want to fuck with you because you got kids, that's your fault. Go figure it out. Go figure it out. There's no reason they should be on his head. They should be on his head like this.
that.
Women
That's
can
not
talk
the
about their
situation
thing.
at hand.
Listen, hold
That's
on.
not
A
your
woman can say, I
conversation.
won't date a man less than 5'8", and the man could be 5'4". Do they care about
What does that have to do
ostracizing all of those
with
men?
any?
She said, what does that have to do with anything? It has to do with everything. You say these blanket ass statements, and people be like, okay, you don't date short niggas. That's fine. You don't want to date a nigga that's 5'4" because you're 5'6". You want to feel small. Lovely. We don't want to be a fucking dad right now. Get your ass to the back, and all of a sudden it's a problem. All of a sudden it's a problem. Bitch, you got a kid with you. Nah, bro. Cause I'm not about to try to figure out a time to schedule. No. You gotta schedule that shit. I don't give a fuck. Go find this nigga's dad. Go get back together. Because there's no fucking reason you should be single with a kid. Unless your spouse is dead. Unless your mate is dead. Like, come on now. Come on now. People actually think like this. These hoes actually are trying to run this nigga. Because he said, bitch, I don't give a fuck about your kids. I don't want you. Or your goddamn kid.
Anything?
What I
I'm
want to be
just saying
clear,
equal
not
rights.
just
He said, I'm just saying equal rights. That's not even equal rights, bro. That's just basic attraction. You think You think you want to you want to put yourself in a situation with a bitch that got kids? You make bad decisions. That means you're gonna keep making bad decisions. There's people like that. Like, she's a bad decision maker because she had a fucking kid already. Nobody forcing you to have kids. I mean, there's exceptions to the rule, and we're not gonna act like that. But like, 90% of the single moms out here are just dumb bitches. They're just dumb bitches. They're fucking around. They got pregnant. That's your fault. Go figure that shit out, because we don't care. We don't care. And the fact that I was hearing this shit while I'm editing the video, I'm like, there's no fucking way they just said that bullshit. But I bet if this nigga was broke, they wouldn't even be arguing with him. But since he's up and they like him, they like, wait, but I only got one kid. Bitch, go. There's a girl over with no kids. I might as well talk to her. Compromise with her. Why? Because we can have kids later. We can plan some shit. You can't plan shit. Go plan your kids' lunch for tomorrow. Go plan your kids' schooling. The tutoring. Catching a bus on time. Nah, bitch, you got responsibility now. We don't want none of that. And it's crazy that that's a wild statement to say. That niggas don't want your responsibility. Because we take on the responsibility in the relationship. All of it. You don't share responsibility because you don't share power. See, this is why I don't give advice online, bro, because nah, this shit is outrageous, bro. This shit is real crazy. And I heard that, I'm like, oh, hell no, bro. I would have walked the fuck off the stage. I'm not talking to y'all hoes. The fuck?